Alright then, good morning ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Jigmethang cricket ground in Deshin, the capital, the home of cricket for Bhutan cricket here in the capital. The two umpires are in. They are deciding who will be starting. The two umpires, we have had a toss a while ago. The umpires are in, and the fielding team, SAMTSE Stallions. So the fielding team, they are in as well. SAMTSE Stallions won the match and opted to bat first, and the fielding team PUNAKHA KIRAS are now in setting up their field. It has been blistering tournament so far here at Jigmethang. We have had our rain interruptions, but today seems to be a lovely day for cricket. Bright sky, clouds in the distance. The mood seems to be up, and we are in for a good day of cricket. And with me in the commentary box is Doji Khandu. Welcome. Good morning, Doji.
Good morning, Sheriff. It's good to be back in the commentary box. Today's game will be an interesting one today to everyone who's watching from home. Both the teams are new. Both the teams have young players. It will be a great contest between the two.
So you can see the starting lineup for the SAMTSE Stallions. We have Sonam Chodin, Gopi Maya Gale, Pema Yudin, Sapna Rai, Sangya Yangzom, Mamta Rai, Dia Mongar, Tenzin Ongmo Pradhan, Ismita Rai, Angel Rai, and Unisha Rai. SAMTSE Stallion, the 12th person for SAMTSE Stallion will be Sonam Choki. So Doji, what sort of match are you expecting today?
Unlike the other games, I am really hoping today both the teams will give their best. I'm hoping to see an interesting game of cricket today, because both the teams are new, both the teams have young players. It will be a great contest between the two, because unlike the other games where one team was strong, the other one was weak, today we have of same strength in both the teams.
Alright then, we're all set. The umpires are making sure everyone is ready for play. And the signal has been given. Play is now underway at the Jigmethang. And that's a good ball to start off.
The batter on strike is Sonam and her partner Gopi Maya.
Gopi and Sonam will look to put on a good show. That's a white ball, but Sonam made sure that didn't go behind for a white. And first runs on the board for SAMTSE Stallions, batting first. It's a beautiful day, like I said, here at Jigmethang. Beautiful time to bring along your family for a wonderful days of cricket. These players, the women, have been going hard at it for the 4th day now. That's a good ball, well played. Doji, this is the 4th day of women's cricket we are seeing, and what sort of quality has it been so far?
It has been a mix of qualities so far, as we have witnessed.
And that has been, sorry to disturb you Doji, that has been put away for a boundary. First boundary coming in the first over of the match. That was a beautiful shot there from Gopi.
It was well timed as well and pulled towards the square leg for 4 runs. Surprisingly, Gopi Maya has been promoted today to opening batter. She is a genuine pace bowler, but today, as we can see, she is the opening batter.
Beautiful ball there from Dawa. She has been right on the money, except for that loose nut that has been put away for a boundary. Good start, good bowling start. We have seen a lot of wides, and the over has been right on the mark today. Good ball to end the over. The end of first over. It's a 5 for no loss.
Just a little observation from my side. These young batters coming into bat, they don't really take their stance. Sonam, she is standing on the off stump, as we can see from here. Whenever a new batter comes into work, they usually ask for the stance, for the leg guard. Sonam haven't really done that. She's standing, and that's a good shot, but it has been dropped as well.
First opportunity, and the catch has not been taken.
Gopi is also standing on the offside. She is covering up the entire stumps. That is a no ball signaled by the umpire.
And for our viewers, Doji, tell for our viewers, whenever a bowler pitches the ball outside the pitch that is intended, you can see the green area there. If the bowler pitches there, it's given a no ball. Educate us.
It was a free hit, but it has not been dispatched for a boundary. However, a single run has been taken. Moving on to answer the question of Sharab. Initially, when cricket started, it was a white ball given, but as and when time passed by, the rule was changed. Now, if the bowler bowls outside that given line, it will be a no ball. Initially, it was a white ball, but now the rule has been changed. If the bowler bowls outside the green area that you can see here, it will be given a no ball. Also, in the past, the batters were allowed to go outside that carpet and hit the ball, but now the batters are not allowed to come out of the crease.
Thank you, Doji, for that white ball. Well, that's the rule of cricket. It keeps on evolving with time, and it's always good to keep ourselves abreast of the changes in the game. Ishe has already bowled two white balls. That's up in the air. Will it be taken? It lands in, they're in a place where there are no fielders. That was another opportunity. Sonam, Ishe should keep the ball there, Doji. Don't you think so? That's where the batters will go for the shots and chances for a caught wicket.
Yep, but they also have three fielders out there. One on the square leg, one on the short mid wicket, one on mid off. Both the batters are taking their risk. They are trying to score as many runs as possible, but the power is not enough. They are trying to hit as hard as possible, but it is not good enough to reach the boundary.
And that's the end of the second over, 14 for no loss. The work continuing from that good first over. Of course, she was hit for a boundary, but otherwise she did well. Those you have seen the two teams play in their first matches already. Another good ball. So how did they play, Doji?
Both the teams, their bowling department is on average level, but the batting department is something they really have to work on. I haven't really seen the batters scoring runs. The bowling and fielding side is of equal footing, but the batting department comparing both the teams, SAMTSE Stallions have much better batting lineup compared to PUNAKHA Kiras. But let us see how they perform today.
Well, they can always use this as an opportunity to build on and then gain some confidence. Of course, like we said in earlier matches, these are all young players. This is one of the biggest tournaments that they have played in, so a learning opportunity. Good defense there, good ball from Dawa and good defense from Gopi Maya. A learning opportunity, and I'm sure the coaches must be in their ear talking about what sort of an opportunity this is for them.
I'm sure the coaches have done their part. Just a single run. Both the batters, they are not aware of where they are standing. Sometimes they are standing on the off stump, as we can see right now. Sometimes the batters are standing on the middle, sometimes on the leg. So they are not aware where they are standing. That is something the coaches have to do. We can see the leg stumps and both the middle stump from here. If the bowler is smart, she can try and hit the middle and leg stump from the behind.
And I mean, another good ball. Let's talk about the stand. A stand is basically where the batsman stands before the. That's the end of the third over. It's 17 for no loss. So Doji, the stand is where the batter stands, right? So how important? You are a batter yourself. I've seen you play a lot of times. What sort of difference does it make the way a batter stands?
You have to, as a batter, you have to be aware of where you are standing. As a batter, you have to be aware of where you are standing, whether you are standing on the leg stump, middle stump, or off stump. Because if you are standing on the off stump and you are not aware, if the bowler bowls straight and you tries to play cross, you might end up plumbing yourself, and that will be an LBW. And if you are standing on the leg side and the ball is pitched on the off, and if you don't cover up the ball properly, the shot selection and the way you deliver your shot, it will not be a proper one. But you have to be aware of where you are standing if you want to really judge the ball properly and execute your shot. It's a cross shot from Gopi again.
So yeah, like Doji said, it is really important to know where you are standing on the crease, to be able to guard your legs, to be able to protect your leg stump as well. And you can see right now, Sonam Chodin, she is, from the looks of it, standing way outside the off stump. And then from this angle, we can also see her leg stump as well. So a tricky bowler might try to exploit that.
Peels for an LBW. The bowlers have to be really smart here and then try to hit their leg stumps. My apologies, their pad, where they have a high chance of getting an LBW, because clearly the batters are not aware of where they are standing. If the batters miss, they might as well hit the stumps. The bowlers are just releasing the ball.
Two easy runs taken there. Pema has been not bad in her first over. She needs to keep it straight. I mean, the bowler should not mind the batters playing their ball, right, Doji?
They shouldn't mind at all. If they start doing that, they will lose their concentration, they lose their focus, they will forget their game plans, and the result will be different. This is cricket. The bowlers will bowl, the batters will bat and then hit the balls. That is part of cricket.
There's some changes in the field going on there. The keeper doing the orchestra. That will be another white ball. Final ball of the over coming up. And that's gone, and like Doji said, exploiting the leg stump, the batter has been standing way outside her off stump, and that's exactly what we predicted. The batter not knowing where she is standing, and Pema strikes in her very first over. Doji, you called it.
That is what I was talking about. The batters were not aware of where they are standing. The bowler kept it towards the leg stump, and ended up hitting the top of leg stump. The batter was completely unaware of that. She thought the ball went towards the leg side, decided to leave it. At the end, her stumps got broken, and that is first wicket down for SAMTSE Stallions.
And the end of fourth over, Doji, 24 for 1. That was coming, and Doji called it keen observation, quite a good observation from Doji, and we were talking about how the bowlers can exploit, and this is exactly what has happened. It was a cross-batted shot as well, Doji.
Yep, they have to be really mindful about. They have to be really mindful about where they are standing, and like I always say, the shot selection. They have to choose their shots wisely. They cannot really play the shots blindly, not in this level. The new batter walking in for SAMTSE Stallion is the captain, Sapna.
Yes, Sapna Rai, the captain. I'm sure now we will have to expect a good innings from her. That was a beautiful delivery. Good ball. Tenzin Yudin. Tenzin Yudin with the ball. Coming round the wicket. Tenzin. And I'm sure PUNAKHA KIRAS are sensing another wicket here.
They just have to keep it straight towards the stumps.
And Tenzin is exactly doing that. I'm sure. The way Sabnarai looks to be defending right now, she might as well miss that straight ball, and then it might be a plumb LBW. Any word on Sabna's stance, Doji?
Like I said, her front foot is little towards the offside compared to her back foot, which in a way will affect her batting.
And that's a white ball. Let's also talk about Tenzin Yudin here. We'll see when she comes running in for her ball. Quite an unorthodox run up, and the way she gathers up to ball her delivery. Let's see. We can look at how she does it.
She's pumping a little.
And right there. That's another white ball. Any comments on that, Doji?
I think she has to go back to the nets and then start some training. Because as we can see, she's going straight while running, but as soon as she gathers, she's moving towards the offside, like going in a zigzag way, which in a way affects her bowling. There, as we can see, she's moving towards the offside a little. That in a way affects her bowling. It will also be an injury to her health.
Yes.
She's young right now. She can go back to the nets, start training, have a proper run up, have a proper bowling action, to prevent injury, to bowl well as well at the right spot. This time it was much better.
Another white ball. So I'm sure you know the coaches of both the teams. Did you talk with the Punakha coach? Maybe it's something that we can have a word with the coach, because we are looking at the match from here. We are having a close-up view of the match and the way the girls are performing and the way they are going about with their business. Maybe something that we can talk about.
I haven't really talked to both the coaches about the techniques about the players. I'll have to do that later, have a short interview with the coaches. But the coach of SAMTSE Stallion is quite experienced. He works under Bhutan Cricket as a coach for SAMTSE. He has a lot of experience. He knows some coaching aspects. So I'll have to talk to him once and then see what are his views on this. As for the PUNAKHA KIRAS, their coach is the SSI of their school. He also has some skills about and knowledge about cricket. But the head coach of PUNAKHA district is Kilibida. We will have to definitely talk with them about their techniques.
That will be another white. This is turning out to be a tiring over for Tenzin Yudin. And Doji, one thing I noticed in the girls-women's match is that they keep on changing the bowlers. I don't really see the bowlers going for a second over continuously. Maybe on 2 occasions yesterday. Or why do you think? Maybe to let the bowlers rest, or is there any other logic?
I don't really understand as well, but as far as I am concerned, and what we used to do was, if the bowler is not giving a good start from his or her end, we usually change the bowler, keep it on rest, and let the other bowler come in, take over her position. But as for the girls, I think the captain has done that decision, so we'll have to interview the captain as well. Maybe the captain is trying to give opportunity to all the bowlers, try each and every one of them. It's a Jaru shot from the captain Sapna. The batters are playing their shots, but the power is not enough. The timing as well. Their eye-hand coordination is good, but they can do much better when it comes to timing and power. That's a white ball signaled by the umpire.
The captain should come down and have a word with Tenzin Yudin. She's struggling in this over. She has already bowled 4, 8, 10. This is her 11. Will be her 12th delivery. You can see our graphic card on the screen. The line that is allocated for the bowlers is not enough. We're into the second row now. That will be played away. And after 13 balls, that's the end of the 5th over. It's 33 for the loss of 1 wicket.
So far the current run rate is 6.60 for SAMTSE Stallions, which is good in a way. The batters have done their job. But I must also give credit to the bowlers on behalf of SAMTSE Stallions. They have given a lot of extras. That's a well-timed and well-balanced shot from Sapna, the captain. The ball was pitched short and it has been pulled. Or was it swept?
I think it was a little bit between a sweep and a pull with the ball keeping low. Gopi Maya has been going good. She hasn't really done much wrong in her innings so far.
Just a single run towards the fine leg. These two batters, I think they will have to take the game till the end because both of them are experienced and both of them are friends. They have been together for a very long time. They have also played for different clubs in Thimphu. So I'm sure both of them, they will have a good conversation in between and then try to take the game towards the end.
This is of course Pema's second over. Another attempted sweep or a pull there from Sapna. She'll get a single and put Gopi back on strike.
The ball was pitched short and towards the leg side. Gopi Maya attempted to pull. That is quite risky for the keeper. She's not using her helmet. The bat or the ball might hit her. Single run has been taken.
I think that was the umpire signaling a dead ball, right? Or is that the case?
I think
So having a talk with the captain.
the umpire has signaled it a dead because Gopi is coming back to the strike.
Told you what might have happened there? Seems to be quite a lot of discussion happening there.
I think the fielders were talking maybe while the bowler was bowling, but it has been signaled dead. Looking at the way the batters are executing their shots, and if you look at the wagon wheel of their game so far, the number of runs scored is maximum towards the leg side. So I think the captain and the fielders, they have to do something about it. Bring in a lot of. That was a different kind of shot from Sapna. I've never seen that.
And that's the end of the 6th over. The power play overs are now done. It's 41 for 1 SAMTSE Stallions.
Both the batters are trying to hit the ball towards the leg side. I think the captain and the bowler have to be smart here. Try to keep the ball towards the offside.
There you see the batting of SAMTSE Stallions. Shodin being bowled by Pema. 2 on strike now. Sapna and Gopi Maya. Gopi Maya is going good so far. That's the umpire signal telling us the end of the power play overs.
I think there was a chance for an LBW, but the bowler was not interested. Sapna Gopi was standing on the off stump. The impact of the ball was between middle and leg, but the bowler was not interested. A chance for a run out. But Gopi made it on time. Sapna Gopi made it on time. That's the 2 runs for SAMTSE Stallions.
Hitting Youngzum, bowling the 7th over.
Another shot towards the leg side.
I must say it's a good run rate, Doji. 6.62. Not bad.
Not bad for 80-20 game. The batters have done their part, and some contributions from the fielding side as well. But good news for SAMTSE Stallions. Their run rate is 6.62. I think the target will be around 130 to 35 after the end of first innings.
And Tsering has been keeping the ball good. I think as long as she keeps it straight, we've been talking about it all the while. As long as she keeps it straight, she will get the wicket. Chance for a run out here. But the fielder
was a little slow. But yeah, the game plan has to be simple for the bowlers. They have to look at the batters and then come up with some game plans. Keep it straight. Let the batters commit the mistake. And as for the Sapna, she is trying to hit each and every ball towards the leg side. I can guarantee that she will try similar shot again. She will try to hit towards the leg side. Look at her grip. She is trying to scoop it or sweep it or pull it. But a smart delivery from Tsering. Although it was wide, she has to keep the ball on the offside and stop Sapna from going towards the leg side. See, Like I said, she's trying to hit each and every ball towards the leg side. Just a single run. To end her over. That is the end of 7th over. SAMTSE Stallions, they are batting at 45 for 1. The batter on strike is Gopi Maya, who is batting at 18. Sapna at 4. That is the coach of SAMTSE Stallions, Ramesh Limbu. And in the commentary box, we are here joined by Mr. Manoj. Now he is back after a much needed break. Welcome back, Mr. Manoj.
Thank you, Kiko. Thank you for the warm welcome. And it's towards the leg side and in the gap. Will that be 4? A beautiful effort, but that should be called for. Let's see if there is spirit of cricket today. If she will declare it's 4 or not. Because that definitely touched the ropes. Yes, we definitely see the umpire signaling 4 there.
I was talking to Sharab about Sabna's batting and her approach. She is trying to hit each and every ball towards the leg side, which she did few seconds ago. Any comments on that?
Well, Sapna was the captain and she joined me in the toss today. She said that entire team's motto today is to play 20 overs. But I think she knows, just like that, I think she wants to stay there. She said, we want to play all 120 balls. That is something that they have learned, and I also asked why they have decided to bat first. They said, in her own words, last time we thought we were a good chasing side, but that did not go down well. So they have changed their strategy. So I think she knows she's the most experienced there. She's waiting for the loose ball, and those coming on the leg and short, definitely she's giving a whack.
There's another approach
But
from her.
yeah, true.
She's trying to hit towards the leg side. But like you said, the batters have done an incredible job. They have scored 50 runs in just 7.2 overs. The batter on strike is Sapna. That's a white ball again. A lot of
Punakha Kiras finding it difficult to control the line and length, and especially while having a right-hander and left-hander, Doji Khando. I'm sure you had a left-hander partner throughout your career. So how difficult it is for the fielding team when there's a right-hander and left-hander?
When there's a righty and lefty on the crease, it often disturbs the line and length of the bowlers. You know, they have to be really careful. They will have to have a different plans, what to bowl to for the righty batter and how to bowl towards the lefty batters. They have to have a game plan. There are two different batters with two different batting styles, so they have to have a different game plans. It often disturbs their line and length. They have to be really careful and be smart.
Here we see from Sapna, the bat, how she's holding it is more like a scoop shot. And she's trying to target that vacant area where there's no fielder behind her leg. There's no fine leg. The fine leg is deep and it's quite wide as well. So I think that is the reason why she's having that kind of grip. If you see here closely, if the ball is on the leg, you will see her changing the grip just like that, and she's trying to scoop that.
She has been trying that since she came into bat. If we look at her wagon wheel, all her shots and her runs came from the leg side. She has been trying that.
As Doji Khandu takes a sip of cold drink here at the dugout, at the comm box. It's hot and humid out here, but this is good because we are getting the cricket. We're happy to bring you cricket matches. It's hot and humid. The entire teams, they are working hard. And there is, just saw in the screen, Doji Khandu taking a sip of, what was that? What juice was-
Sponsored by mango juice, sponsored by Agro Bhutan.
Thank you, Agro Bhutan. If any of you watching online or you are watching this in a repeat telecast, thank you so much for sponsoring in hot and humid Thimphu, Jigmethang. With that, he says Chodin will be bowling a second over, jersey number 42. That's definitely on the leg, but missing leg for sure.
Gopi is still trying the same. Trying to hit towards the leg side.
Did you say Gopi or Sapna?
My apologies, that's Sabna. But what I said was Gopi.
I hope that was mango juice only. Nothing was mixed there, Kiko, because you were definitely confused there. Even I was confused. Again, the same shot.
By Sapna.
If you were a bowler right now, looking at her grip, she's going on the back foot and targeting that leg side. What ball would you have chosen to bowl to Sapna?
A Yorker will be a great option.
Let's see.
And the best one would be to keep it on the off. Since she's trying to hit each and every ball towards the leg side, I have to keep the ball on the off and stop her from doing that. Because clearly she does not have a shot that she can display towards the offside.
Truly said, and I think she's also uncomfortable playing a front foot shot.
Yeah.
So, like you correctly mentioned, Yorker or something pitched up, and she's also covering the stumps. If you see on the screen right now, she's totally covering the screen. So, I mean the stumps. So maybe LBW, just like that. She's struggling when the ball is pitched up.
She's also struggling while the ball is being kept on the offside. So the bowler have to be aware of that, keep it on the off, and stop her from scoring runs. The run rate has on up. It has now going at 6.69.
There again we see a cross-batted shot from Sapna. She has been doing this all too well. For us, it's difficult to play such a shot, but for her, it's a bread and butter kind of shot. Easily making it through. Now brings your favorite player Gopi on.
We are batting at 19.
60 for 1. And that's us. And those are
The young,
young
players from Capital
behind us. Say
Challenges.
hi to the camera. They're all shy here. They wanted to. Gopi on strike. Yet again another stretch for umpire Dojilore. Dojilore also happens to be the most experienced and a prolific umpire here in Bhutan. He has represented Bhutan in ICC, ACC, both as a player and as the umpire. He also heads the umpire division of Bhutan cricket. He is responsible to bring up new umpires here. A full toss played down to the fine leg. Will that be called no ball? I think it was all good, says umpire Ugendoji, who's running to the stumps to pick up the bells. And to talk about umpire Ugendoji, he himself has been umpiring for the last 20 years. He serves as GM at Gelifu International Cricket Ground, but he's here right now doing what he loves, umpiring. Kawazangmo right on the stumps. Will that be called wide? Yes, it's wide again. So Kiko, aka Doji Khando, did you also do any kind of umpiring course or scoring course? Because everyone of our age, they definitely did something. What were you interested in?
I was more into scoring course. I completed level O very long time ago. So there's a chance for a catch. A confusion between the three. They should have put in their effort. But nevertheless, there's a lifeline for Sapna. And going back to their conversation, yes, I did complete my scoring course. I wish I had done umpiring as well.
Well, umpiring is not easy, at least I can say, because I myself did level 2 umpiring, and there's a big appeal, not out, says umpire Dojilore. So yes, umpiring is a bit challenging because you are on the field and you just have 2 or 3 seconds to take the decision, especially in LBW, always controversial. So yes, what they are doing, hats off to Ugendoji and
I think
Umpire
we'll
Doji.
have to put you in the umpiring department after.
big appeal, and this time it's out. As I was talking, few seconds to judge someone LPW.
I think Gopi was not happy. I think she was showing the gloves to the umpire. So, but nevertheless, the decision has been made in split seconds. Like Manoj said, the decision has been given. Gopi has to depart after scoring 21 runs, valuable runs.
Well, umpire is the king of the match. Whatever he decides, it stands. No one can overturn unless there is some kind of review, I say. So that's the match summary up till now. Gopi Maya, who just departed, made valiant 21 out 31 balls, and Sapna Avaso, fighting for her wicket, is batting at 14 from 16. And the pick of the bowler there, Dawa and Pema with 1 wicket each. We are taking a short drinks break. We will be back in a short while. We are back after a short drinks break. Tawa will continue with her final 2 deliveries of her 3rd over. She gave the breakthrough that Punakha Kiras needed desperately. Full toss, and she only manages to find the edge of her bat, and Sange will be off the mark with 1 run. It's hot and humid here at Jigmethang Cricket Ground. We love sun. We complain a lot about rain, but when sun comes out, it's difficult for everyone out here. Again, a full toss, but this time Sapna decides to let that go. Halfway done, 10 overs. SAMTSE Stallions, 65 for 2. From the city end, Tenzi E to continue. That's full toss and played it wisely. Instead of dispatching it to the boundaries, he decides to take single of that. I think Sange has a clear message from the dugout. Give strike as much as to your captain Sapna. Sapna, who is batting on 14 from 17, has her mind set, target set, goal set to play 120 deliveries. 61 deliveries already done. 59 more to go, Sapna. You're right on your target and on the goal and on the right path. Let's say if Tenzin has something else in her mind. Again a wide ball this time. A good stretch for umpire Ugendoji.
The standing umpire here is Ugendoji. Tenzin Eden is trying her best to get another wicket for the team. Sapna, she tries to go towards the leg side again. Come on, Tenzin, it's just a simple game. Keep all the ball on the off. Give dot ball, the pressure will be there. The batters will have to think. They will have to try different, and that is where you will get a wicket.
There was certainly some words exchanged there. I don't know, between Tenzi and Sapna or Tenzi and the wicketkeeper, but definitely there was some word. And like you were mentioning earlier, you keep it on the offside, Sapna will go down on her knees and try to sweep that again to the leg. It has been all Sapna. It has been pleasure watching her, and there she does some stretches, a much needed stretch. Now let's see whether the grip will change. I'm sure she will again play it on the leg side. Just like that, she does what I just said. Sapna is doing that time and again repeating it as if she's like an AI machine right now. But what Punakha Kiras are not doing are they are not putting enough filler on the leg side, or at least trying to bowl on the offside. Because it's clear she only has one shot in her armory. That's targeting the leg side. If only she had eyes on her back, I'm sure she would have made even more runs than what she has already made, 15 that is. Much better ball, much better delivery this time from Tenzi. Straight, and Sange was up right. She didn't bend that much, so she misses that altogether. It has been again same sort of bowling display from Punakha. Whites and whites, lots of extra. It would be interesting stats if we see who is the team that gave the least extras throughout these 4 days. A big call no from Sapna. Why not? Because that was last ball. You don't want to run in the last ball. You want to strike in the next ball. At the end of 11 overs, 68 for 2, and that is our sponsor, the title sponsor BTCL. They have supported cricket throughout the cricketing journey of Bhutan cricket, but this time, the very first women's T20 smash, they have decided to be the title sponsor. A big thank you to the BTCL and the committee who have approved such an effort to help cricket in Bhutan. Sapna on strike, ball on the off stump. She decides to let that go yet again. Setting wide this time, bowling from the Dechipul Lakhang end. It has been a much better bowling display when compared to the last match, Garbled Kiras. Beautiful setup there from the bowler. Around 12 steps and then balls. White ball yet again. Sapna, the captain, staying there. She has to because her goal is clear. 120 balls. She's tired, definitely we can see. Shoulder down, head down, but she's not giving up. She is a student herself, studying at Royal Thimphu College here in Thimphu. A rare dot ball from PUNAKHA Kiras there.
Just like Bajo. Just like Bajo Blazers, I think Punakha Kiras also don't have spinners in their team. Just a small observation. So, Mr. Manoj, can you tell us the importance of spinners in a game? How important is it for a team to have spinners?
Well, I think you asked me the right question because I was opening batter and I never liked spinners because the reason you need to put your own effort there. White ball yet again. When you space ball, you just need to time the ball. You use the pace of the ball and you can put it in the gaps. But when a spinner comes, yes, the ball will turn. That everyone knows. But what it also does is you need to put your own effort. And earlier in the inning, or especially when, like Sapna, when she's tired, when you have to put your own force and there's no force coming from the bowler, it's always difficult. Just like that. It was a good shot, but will that be run out? Big appeal, not out, says umpire Ugendoje. So like I was saying, yes, spinner plays a key role because once everything gets monotonous in a match, spinners are the one who can change it around. They can flight the ball, they can tempt the batters, they can make it even more confusing with their turn, and it's always difficult. So having a spinner is actually, I would say it's compulsory in a team, but unfortunately we see in this women's T20 match, some teams they don't. They just rely on sheer pace. I hope I've answered your question, Khandu.
You have done an incredible job. Now all I have to do is go to the dugout, talk with the coaches, do some interviews.
And maybe convert one or two pace bowlers to spinner. You never know. Because down in this tournament, when the things get tough, playing semi-finals, quarter-finals, if you don't have spinners, I'm telling you, it's going to be a difficult ask for that team.
To all the young guns watching from home, if you ever want to be a spinner, now is your chance.
And the best example would be look at the Sarvam spinners. They started, opening bowlers were spinners. Both of them were spinners. So it says quite a lot that spinners can bowl in such a pitch. Yes, it's a AstroTurf, but if you bowl it on the right place, not just like that, wide, you get turn, you get bounce, you get batsmen confused, and you get wickets. So yes, and if you are left arm, I'm telling you, Bhutan has very few left arm Chinaman, meaning left arm leg spinners. If you are a left-hander right now, please develop your skill, re-skill yourself. That was a full toss there to be dispatched, but she only manages to find the inside edge, and that will be the end of 12 overs. SAMTSE Stallions 73 for 2.
That's the points table. Samtse Sarpang Strikers from the Group A are at the top, and from Group B, Thimphu CC, followed by Pazab 11, who have played 2, won 2. Thimphu CC and Pazab 11 are the only two teams who have played 2 and they have won both the matches, we have Sarpang Strikers game in the afternoon, so they will also be looking to make it 2 today. Or will it be Capital Challengers who makes their first win today? Stay with us for the afternoon game as well and find out. That is a wide delivery from Ishii. She is trying to keep it on the offside. Sapna is still there, batting at 16. That is another white ball from Ishe.
Well, we collected some stats of the players, and I would like to point something out of the blue for Sapna Rai here. She says we asked her who is the biggest influencer in her. That should definitely be a no ball. Yes, it is. As umpire Ugen will signal free hit. Sapna says that she's her own influencer because she never had a coaching. No one supported her. So I think that is why her technique, I think she learned it herself. She's using her brain more. Because she says there's a big gap. There's no coach, no one in her life. She started coaching and everything on her own because of interest, she said. So I am myself my own influencer. That is what
That
she has.
is a great answer from Sapna. I think that is actually true. I also had some conversations with her the other day, and that is what she said. That she never really had a coach to train her. She had to come to the nets and practice by herself, along with some friends as well. And her husband, he's also a cricketer, Ritesh, who plays in Imtad Tantak Dragons, the wicketkeeper batter. So both of them, they used to come together, train a little when they get time. And Sapna has also been playing for the club tournaments for different clubs in Thimphu. She has been there for cricket. She has been there playing cricket for quite some time. So kudos to Sapna.
Wow,
surviving.
that's a really interesting story you shared, because it reminds me of a movie, Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. Have you watched that movie? It's like the husband and wife, they play cricket, and husband is the coach of the wife.
I have
If
not watched
you have
that.
not watched, definitely watch, because this definitely resonates with Sapna's story here. Yes, she's playing orthodox because he has no coaching, but the intent, and she's also leading the team like SAMTSE Stallions. It's a big ask. Kudos to her and to her husband for supporting cricket. We need such stories to come out. A media team, if you're listening to us right now, please put up such stories, inspiring,
up.
right?
Yep. I think Yishi Chorin was there for Sapna a little. She has been there supporting Sapna for a while, letting Sapna play in Thimphu CC for the last 2 tournaments. But this time she was picked by Ramesh, the coach of SAMTSE Stallions.
Sapna also mentions her idol is Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and in Bhutan she adores and idolizes Jimmy Singh because he's calm under pressure. She definitely looked calm there herself right now.
Yes.
And her nickname, she says, let me spell it out if anyone can pronounce it correctly, because I might mispronounce it. It's SIPTUNGKHA.
Sipitunka.
Sipitunka. It's either a Losam name or it's somewhere related. And there we see young supporters and the coach of SAMTSE. As we go back to Sapna, is Sipunka. If it is Korean or if it is maybe Filipino, we don't know. But interesting nicknames here.
That's a full
Sipunka.
toss.
That's a full toss, and that looked more like a lawn tennis kind of shot, hitting it down on the green pitch, as if like she's playing Wimbledon.
And
But
that's-
now it's free hit. She should go for it, Kiko.
She has to capitalize on it. But the question is, will she? That's a white ball. Sangye Yangzum, a license to kill.
Sangye Youngzoom goes by the nickname OG. I don't know what OG stands for. Overgrown?
Original gangster.
Original gangster, we never know. So if you're watching this, Sangye, while you try and hit that free hit, what does OG stand for? 2 whites in a row and a no ball?
She got a free hit right now, license to kill. Original gangster sounds more.
Yeah, it really sounds good. And we asked her, hobby she says is football, badminton and volleyball. I wonder if OG is related to those sports that she likes.
The free hit has not been capitalized by Sangye.
I think when it's free hit, I think OG means over good. She respected the bowler so much right now. So maybe OG means over good, I'm not too sure. Even full toss is respecting right now.
They just have 7 overs and 8 wickets remaining, so the message has to be clear from the coach. Start hitting the balls.
Cricket due to their mindset and potential in this specific field. So Tashi, the young wicketkeeper, this should inspire you even more because people are inspired by you.
I think we'll have to invite them in one of the games and have a small conversation.
Well, yes, it's always likes of Jimmy Singhe, Chile Jamso, Rangjung Mikodoji, another white ball, and Tashi, the young budding cricketers, Namge Thinle, Sonam Hishe, you name it, the national players. If you all can come here and support, it will be a big thing to these young ladies here trying to learn cricket from you, getting inspired from you. Some are even wearing your jersey number like number 25. We see number 9. Lots and lots of idols here.
The sun is shining brighter here today. Good day to play cricket. The girls are definitely having a tough day today inside the field. But the way they are cheering up and enjoying the game, that is something that we are looking for. It's the last over, last ball to end the 14th over. And a single run has been taken.
That was the captain of Punakha Kiras finishes her spell 20 for 1 in her 4 overs. A great effort from the captain leading from the front. At the end of 14 overs, SAMTSE Stallions 83 for 2, and there we see the ladies, the players themselves have come out and they are very close to the dugout and they are cheering up their friends, their cousins, their sisters.
Their friends.
Yes.
Those are the players from Capital Challenges waiting for the next game. These young girls have come a long way. They also play for the CAE. These young girls, they have joined Mikio's academy. They are training there. They are training in our indoor as well. And now they are finally here to play this tournament.
Well, you just mentioned the private cricket academy, CAE, the Cricket Academy of Excellence, which is earned and run by Rangjung Mikyo Doji, and we have one more, Paro Cricket Academy, who's run by Ramesh Pandari. They have taken this initiative on their own. So they are the proactive cricket lovers of Bhutan and not reactive, because they want to produce players for Bhutan. And they want to see them participating here. At the same time, right now, CAE, a tournament is going on at Pelkhil ground. If you are somewhere there in Olakha or Bavesa, please go and watch that if you are not here. And if you are here at Dechen Choling, please do come at Jigmethang, because we need to support cricket as the fastest growing sports in Bhutan and is doing ever so well. Yes, the matches are not professional yet, but we are telling you, mark our words, in next 2 to 3 years, cricket will be a sport that might take us to Olympic. What do you reckon of that, Dojikhandu?
That is one of the future goals of Bhutan cricket. We also want our young girls to reach the World Cup. It is almost impossible for the men's team to reach, but however, it is possible for our women's team to reach the World Cup. So we are trying our best to give them whatever they need to reach there. This is one of our long-term goals. I hope we'll see few players from here playing in our national team in the future.
Beautifully said. Tenzin E, if we have to talk about her, we asked them what's their favorite food. She says her favorite food out of ordinary, cheese potato.
Kyodachi.
She could have directly written Keotasi instead of cheese potato. I was confused for a while. Why cheese potato? So, well, if you like Keotasi, I think this is the time you get wicket, because I am going to treat you with Keotasi right now. Mark my word. If she gets this wicket, Keotasi on me. Tenzi, young Tenzi. Let's see whether you win the Keotasi or it will stay as cheese potato. Thank you, Sapna, for saving my money and my bet. You defended that ever so well.
Sapna has faced 32 deliveries, managed to score just 16 runs. I think it's high time Sapna starts hitting. They just have 5.2 overs left.
Well, definitely yes. And young Tenzin E, she says she looks up to Karmadoji. As Sapna plays again down to the lakeside for one run, Karmadoji, the pacer of the national team, senior men's team, is one of the rising star in Bhutan cricket, and young Tenzi, being a bowler herself, I think idolizes him because he has the tendency to bowl that Yorker and slow ball, and I think she's definitely following that, especially coming around the wicket. Karma tends to do that in the depth overs as well. Well, that was definitely not a Karma Doji kind of ball. That was more like Kiko kind of ball, giving it the air, giving it the helicopter that it needs. It's all about that, but you know, it's so hot, they are tired. Playing a 20 overs match is always a difficult ask, and maybe she's hungry, she wants more cheese potato at the moment.
We'll have to provide that during the lunch break for Tenzin. But she is trying her best.
That was much better ball, and she's fighting the ball because her hobby, she says, if not cricket, is basketball. So it's like she's shooting from the three-pointer, trying to get the basket. So that's the end of 15 overs.
That is our scoreboard out there. Small but really effective and informative.
At the end of 15 overs, 88 for 2. Turning to continue from Dejipur Lakhang end. Again a flighted ball, again the same shot on the leg side, and 1 run again to Sapna. With that, a change in bowling, and we have a change here, a substitute here. The great Kiko is being replaced by the legendary Sharab Doji, who joins me. Welcome back, Sharab, after a much needed Momo break.
Yeah, the Momo and the fact listening and sitting beside the two of you and the conversation that you two are having, that made the Momo even more special.
Thank you so much. We put the extra flavor in the Momo, and that's a rare dot ball again from PUNAKHA Kiras. So now, from here, 5 overs to go with 8 wickets in hand. SAMTSE.
I mean, the way they're scoring, I hope they can now. It's been a long time that we haven't seen any boundaries. Even if they get close to 120 runs, that should be really good. Initially, when Doji and I were talking during the start of the game, we thought they might take it somewhere near 130, 140, but this doesn't really seem to be possible now. So 120 might be a realistic target for the Stallions right now.
Well, truly said. And batters, they are only dealing with singles right now. It has been quite a while we have seen boundary. I think the last time was when you and Kiko were commenting. So it has been
Yeah, in the
drought.
first 4 overs, since then we haven't seen any boundaries.
I think Sapna heard us now.
Hopefully she does and then maybe goes for it. It was Gopi Maya earlier on who was hitting the boundaries, but now it has all dried up.
Big appeal this time. Oh, it's clean ball
Clean
behind
ball,
the leg.
but that didn't really work out. The ball leaving her bat and finding the wicket. That you can see the delighted players of Punakha Kiras celebrating the wicket.
Sapna with one sweep too many exposes her leg stump and bowler right on the target gets the much needed breakthrough, and that too of the well set batter Sapna, that too left-hander.
So that's Sabna Rai's valiant innings of 18 runs of 35 balls coming to an end. Now the new batter has her work cut out. We thought Sabna might be the one who would push up the innings, the run rate for her team, but she's now back in the dugout, and Tsering Yangzom, she has been good with the ball and deservedly gets her first wicket of the match.
Sitting with ball and hands on her head, I think is praying to Afghanistan to get one more wicket, because if they get them below 100, I'm telling you, it's anyone's game from there on.
Pema Yudin, the new batter. That's another opportunity. I think Tsering Yangzom knows that as long as she keeps the ball straight, she will get her wicket, and that's the end of the 16th over, 4 more to come. It's a 90 for 3. Right then, Tenzin Yujin will continue. I think this is her final quarter of 4 overs. Tenzin Yudin. Starts off with a white ball.
Pema here has given us in her biodata saying that if she is not a cricketer, she would be a doctor. Well, we definitely need a doctor's inning right now, because if they have to win this comfortably, they have to reach anywhere near 120. She likes spicy food, she says, just like the Aze of the Momo we had right now. If only she had this Aze near her, she would be in different mindset altogether.
Yes, spicy. Up her innings with some big shots, but nothing coming right now. Tenzin giving 2 white balls already. Sange on strike.
Well, we asked her what is her favorite pre-match song. She says any song with the vibe, any vibing song. Maybe the latest would be Ed Sheeran, Sapphire. Maybe she listens to trending song, and I hope she listens to a plenty of it, because we really need her happy fits moving here, getting some runs on the board for SAMTSE Stallions. But Tenzi E here, the young fast bowler, bowling her 4th over, has done ever so well. She has really minimized the extra runs here, and she's bowling as straight as she can and is always making life difficult for the batter.
And then quite a laugh here in the commentary box. We are trying to see how the players will take on the game from here on. And Tenzin has bowled 3 white balls. Already. She needs to keep it straight, like Manoj said. At least not give away any runs, keep it straight. And Stallions, the SAMTSE Stallions are at 93 runs right now. Can they keep it below 100? The bowling team plays it on the offside, stopped. But an easy single taken there.
I think it was the first straight bat shot. That I have seen someone play today. And it came off the bat of Pema. That was definitely a technical looking shot. Even with that effort, they have put on 94 runs. That says quite a lot about the mentality of Team SAMTSE.
And I think, Manoj, the fact that we are live streaming this matches should also serve as a reference point for all the coaches. You're mentioning about how the players were straight drive. We see that the player, another attempt at a sweep there. We see that the misfield, the players.
Well, yes, definitely. Like you said, it's T20 match, and what happens to anyone who's playing a match is like in T20 you only think about 4s and 6, and the only way to get it is to give all of your 4, just like that. A straight bat shot again from Pema. She looks more technically sound than any batter today from the SAMTSE dugout, and this has been the bowling card so far. Only 3 bowlers there: Tawazam, Pemaladin, and Sering Yangzom, who took wickets. But look at the economy.
Yeah, more than the bowlers not giving away any runs, I believe it's the batters who not being able to score. You can see 40 extras, so the batters only scored 56 runs. So that says a lot about the way the innings has played out so far. One of our sponsors, UNICEF, I'm sure you know, Manoj, has been a constant presence in. They have been encouraging ground stuff there. UNICEF has been encouraging a lot of young men and women, girls and boys, to take up cricket, not just cricket but sports in general, to lead a healthy lifestyle, to stay away from the drugs and alcohol and all. And cricket is one avenue which teaches a lot of discipline in life. So thank you, UNICEF, for being part of this tournament and being part of Bhutan cricket and other sports in the country.
Rightfully pointed out there by, I think they have been the pillar of women's cricket especially. They have been supporting like every year. They even supported a lot of women's program down there in Gallifrey as well. So yes, I have been a part of cricket and I have seen UNICEF helping us, especially supporting the women's cricket throughout. And not only women, they have also supported us in the child's grassroots program, where once we distributed the blue bat. I'm sure you have seen it had the UNICEF sticker, their trademark blue color. So yes, they have supported, and thank you to not only to UNICEF but all those who have supported cricket without expecting anything in return. It's a big thing. Right, straight to the fielder. She uses her shin guard this time to save that.
That would have hurt. I mean, you said shin guard, but there's no guard there. It's just the shin. You can see crutching Hishe. That would hurt. The cricket ball, the leather. It's not really a soft ball. The ball played it behind the keeper. That would be an easy single.
I thought that was a catch to be taken by the keeper. I think she could not see the ball properly, especially moving down the leg of a batter. When you are blinded, you don't see the line of the ball, so it's always difficult. And just standing quite up, not right up and not down, is somewhere in no man's land, I would say, somewhere in between. So it's always difficult standing there. There you see, just on the edge of the mat. This time she moves, but this time the ball is played on the ground. So Sharaf, I always had this issue while wicket keeping. Pace bowler like yourself, you never like keepers standing up to you, do you?
No, if they can catch the ball and not let anything go behind them, then it's fine. But as a fast bowler, I always found a keeper standing up a bit distracting. I'm sure the other fast bowlers might agree to that as well.
Well, but as per coaching, like our CEO Daniel, he says, when keeper is standing up right there on the camera, you have the gloves to target at, like that. And you can look at the thing and you'll get your line and length corrected. That's what the coaching book says. I don't know, but you say it's a little bit uncomfortable.
It's a bit of a distraction, because as I am, I'll see this ball through, a white ball, as I am running up and then gathering, and then when I'm doing that, the keeper then takes their stance, and then there's a slight movement behind the stump there. So that sort of plays into the mind and creates a lot of some sort of distraction, which when you're about to let go of the ball, creates a little bit of distraction. So that's what I feel. And I mean, when I was at my young days, 18, 19 and 20, 21 years old, I was bowling quite quick compared to other bowlers in the country. So I thought like the keepers would really have a difficult time standing up to ball that are coming at my pace.
Well, your pace I could handle, but the swing that you generated at that pace, it was difficult standing up to you, because I still remember you had that, as I was mentioning yesterday, banana kind of swing that goes naturally outside the right hander, and keeper standing up with your pace. It was always a difficult ask. But you were one. But I had one friend, I would like to name him. We had a bowler called Barun Walkley.
Yeah,
you know him, right?
Yes.
Once I stood up to his ball, he gave me thrashing right and left, saying that I am a fast bowler, not a medium pace bowler. So from his point of view, it was not like the distraction, it was like his pace. It looks like I'm not
disrespecting me.
So that's what he told me. You're disrespecting, I am the fastest bowler of Bhutan and you're standing up to me. Because I saw the batter, he was moving outside the international match.
Yeah.
So to keep him inside, I wanted to go up with the helmet. He said, no, let him score run, but I am a fast bowler, not a medium pace bowler.
Yeah, all fast bowlers have that ego and that pride that comes with it.
I
I'm a
know.
fast bowler, and if a keeper stands up, that shows that he can easily manage the pace. So, yeah, so we all have that, and maybe 18th over now, and should be SAMTSE, as we were talking about our past. SAMTSE Stallions have crossed the 100-run mark. Another one swept on the leg side. That would be a single. You're talking about my outswingers earlier. It really came naturally the way my wrist position was. Maybe in the second innings, I'll show it with the ball. The way my wrist position was, and the way I used to use the crease. I used to run really close to the umpire, and then from then on try to pitch it on middle and leg, or on the middle and off end, or on the offside, and then from there let the ball do its job. So yeah, it came naturally to me, and I had to work really hard to get the in swingers, but outswingers, it just came in with all the years of bowling.
So if I have to ask the same question we have been asking to these girls, who has been your coach, or who has inspired you or influenced in all the cricketing? Because you suddenly came from YHS, from the schooling. So who was your coach who actually taught you all this, and you were able to get into nationals side?
I still remember sometime when I was 14. I think I just finished my. That's a catch opportunity, and taken there by Pema. That's the 4th wicket down. She's delighted. You can see it on her face. Pema takes the catch, and we don't really see catches being taken, but it's been taken there, and the 4th wicket goes down for the SAMTSE Stallions. PUNAKHA KIRAS delighted with that wicket. Going back to my days, younger days as a cricketer, I think I joined under 15 coaching camp sometime in 2006, I'm not really sure. And that's when I came across our current CEO of Bhutan Cricket, Dumbar. And it's him that trained me. He was there all the way from there up until I played the under 19. So yes, he's the one. I still look up to him. I still listen to him. So all the discipline, all the cricketing aspects apart, the discipline that came in my life, I largely put it down to the cricket and the coaching and the coaches that I've got. And over the years, of course, while I was in YHS, even you were my coach. So yeah, so a lot of people along the way. So I'm still grateful to this day that I got into cricket and not any other sports, because cricket requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of mental focus and energy. It requires a lot of thinking. So I'm still grateful for that, and that's why I'm still here, still attached and associated with Bhutan Cricket.
Well, media team, another story for you to cover, and like you correctly mentioned, the current CEO, Mr. Dumbar Singh Gurung, he was also the first national captain back in 2003 when we toured, and he has inspired so many lives like yours. So if you're watching this, as clean bowled is the new batter which takes Pema on a hat-trick, a very rare situation and moment here at Jigmethang right now. And look at the celebration. They are hyped. Why not? Anything below 120, they can chase it down. Clean bowled, the new batter. Sorry, even her name is not there on the screen. Before the name could come up, she departed.
Her name is up there, Tenzin Ongmo Pradhan. Too bad she has to go back to the dugout after facing just one delivery. That's a golden duck, and you can see Pema is delighted that she managed to get that wicket. Pema Hadin there on a hat-trick. What do you reckon, Manoj? Hat-trick possible? The first one for the tournament?
Highly likely. Let's have a bet. Yes or no?
Let's see.
Yes or no?
Yes, if she can keep the ball straight.
Okay, I'll go for no. Let's see who wins. Bet on.
New batter is swacking onto the crease now.
If it's hat-trick, I buy Sherab a beautiful and scrumptious lunch today. If it's not a hat-trick, you buy me a dinner.
Yes.
Come on, Pema, all up to you.
But if she has to keep it straight.
Come on, Pema, miss it.
Pemaladen on a hat-trick on her final over of the innings. The batter, look at her stance. Look at the way she is holding the
Looks
bat.
like hat-trick is highly possible. No, please, we don't want a hat-trick.
No, and the umpire didn't really give a white ball there.
Thank you for the dinner. I'll see you
You
later
really
on.
knew that dinner was coming there. Alright then, maybe another wicket here. Pema,
She's
she
as
just need
low
to.
as, I don't know, that's a different kind of. Look at her stance. She's like way down. I don't know. With that, her head is going out of balance. It's always difficult to bat from there. Or what do you reckon?
That's another one for the coaches. I'm sure the coaches might have seen her taking a stance like that when they are in the nets, and really that's not ideal. That's not really ideal. It will take a lot of time for you to get up, gather the energy, and then play the ball. So that's not really an ideal, not really a batter myself, but that's not really an ideal stance for any batter. Mamta is the new batter.
But completely different stance between Pema, who is on strike right now. She has a beautiful stance. Look at her. She's up, head straight, shoulder up, not going too down. Look at her position there. Look at that perfect stance.
And you see, Pema, she always has that ritual. I saw her like when she gets ready for a stance, she has that ritual. We'll again look at it again in the when the next ball comes along. Hopefully that's not. Out. Okay, okay. You can see now. She keeps on repeating that ritual, and I'll ask you, Manoj, that question about having a ritual before you put the bat down and then focuses. You can see that she always does
Just
that.
yeah.
She does that, goes down, brings the back up, brings the bat back up, and then gets ready.
Yes, well spotted, Sharab. That's in cricket we call it routine. So everyone has a routine. Someone just tighten up their gloves. Someone tighten up their pad. Someone hit the pad. We had a player called Hishe Chotu. He used to hit the pad with his bat, duck twice. So all these are routine which will keep you, switch on and switch off. Mode. So it's critical, and it's good to see that Pema has that. But now coming back to Mamta, if you have to scrutinize her stance, what would you say? Just see it.
First of all, the head is all over the place, and the ball misses the stump. The head is not really straight, looking as it seems like her the weight of her head will take her down, and it feels like she's carrying a really small bat, but she's not really carrying a small bat.
She manages to find some bat on that. Looking at Mamta, I'm having a back pain right now here. She's right way down. She's stretching not only her back but even her hamstring, and the bat is so low. She's coming up and she's going down. That's why she's not, she's a bit late on any shot that she's playing. I think coach of SAMTSE, Ramesh Limbu, you have to work on Mamta there. Dear Pema playing an unusual kind of helicopter kind of leg flick. That's unusual to see, but what it matters is she gets one run for the team, much needed. Last ball of this innings.
It's done.
Oh, I think it's done. So that's the 20 overs done for team SAMTSE Stallion. They put up a target of 108 for Punakha Kiras to reach. Mamta stays not out, and this has been the batting card. It was Gopi Maya from the beginning, 21 of 31, and Sapna 13 from 35. The partnership that we can talk about, and Sonamsi with 9. And the pick of the bowler there, Pema with all the smiles. 3 for 28 and 1 each for Sering and Dawa. But here what you have to put your focus on is the extras. 43 becomes the highest scorer of this batting card for SAMTSE Stallions, meaning Punakha Kiras have given a kind of gift, 43 runs. Now Punakha Kiras, after giving 43 extras, now have to come back and make additional 60 runs. That is 108 from 20 overs at the rate of 5.40. It's not impossible, but they have to utilize the first power play and they should not lose any wicket. Well, whether they will do this or not, we will see after the break. We will see you after 10 minutes break, and please do not go away because we will be getting you some interesting facts, some interesting stories, and we will be seeing whether Punakha Kiras will do it or not. We'll see you at the other end.
All right, then we are now all set for the run chase of the Kiras, the Punakha Kiras, and the target for them is about just a little over 100 runs. Should not be a difficult chase, but let's see if SAMTSE Stallions has what it takes in them to restrict the opposition under 100 runs. The players are set now, and with me I have Doji Khandu. Doji, it's not really a big score, chaseable score, under 120 runs. Should it be easy, or will the batters have a tough time here?
The target is just 108. They have 120 balls left. They can look for singles. They don't need big shots. Just one ball, one run, and that will be enough. And I'm sure SAMTSE Stallions, they will contribute some extras. It will be of great advantage on their side. For Punakha Kiras, they don't have to take risks. They don't have to go for big shots. Just look for single runs.
It starts off with a white. Tenzin Ongmo Pradhan opening the bowling for SAMTSE Stallions. Opening the batting for Punakha Kiras is Kinle and Tenzin. Tenzin, we saw earlier batting. Tenzin Yudin and Kile Denker. Chance for a catch there. Keeper running back and misses that opportunity.
But that was a brilliant dive from the keeper. Had that catch been taken, it would have been the catch of the tournament. An attempt was there from the keeper.
Always difficult when you have to turn and run back to get the catch. You can see another batter who really goes really low with her stand. Calls for an LBW.
Tenzin is leaning forward towards the off. Her head is not straight. The batting stance has to be upright, straight, in order to judge the ball properly.
Tenzin Nomo Pradhan giving away 2 runs already. Shots for another LBW. Umpire not interested.
There's a confusion between the batters. That is another dot ball from Tenzin. All the batters have to do is just look at the ball, judge the ball, time it, touch it, and look for a single run. That is all that they need right now. As you can see, the batter is not really trying to look for a single. She is trying to hit the ball, which is resulting in a dot ball.
We've had sun all morning, and slowly we can see cloud coming in over the ground here at Jigmethang. That's a white ball.
We might expect some rain in the afternoon game, but nothing to worry about. We have Sherab here with us today. Yesterday he came in for the commentary and he did not bring in the rain. His presence stopped the rain from pouring down here in Jigmethang cricket ground. He's here today, so let us hope same from today as well. And that is another white ball.
Well, Doji, what if I tell you I forgot to pray for no rain today.
The fans will be disappointed, especially the fans of Sarpong team. I'm sure there are a lot of young players watching from Gyeongju supporting Sarpong, and Sarpong Zongkok is also one of the only Zongkok who has more number of academy players.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks to Kumar Subba, who has been working really hard down there. That is another wide delivery from Tenzin.
The first over is taking a while to end. We have already bowled 8 balls already in this first over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extras already. Just 1 run coming off the bat. The rest being extras. Of course, we have seen in the earlier match, the earlier innings, the Stallions batting innings, 43 runs in extras. I hope that won't be the case with the Stallions bowling. That's the end of the first over. 6 for no loss.
5 runs came from wide and just a single run from Kile. But good news for Punakha Kiras, they have managed to score 6 runs in the first over. The required run rate is 5 and they have got 6, which is a good thing. Those are the billboards. Unisha from the archery end starts off with a good delivery. The batter is not even going back after playing the ball. She's still there standing.
Talking about the weather, Doji, we have clear skies to us this in Choling, but we have clouds coming over from the Pamso area. That's not really a good sign, but chances of a catch falling short of the bowler. Not really a good sign for the afternoon match, but I'm sure we can at least see through this match without any rain interruptions.
That has been the case so far. All the morning matches have been played, conducted successfully. Just the afternoon game, 2 afternoon games were interrupted by the rain. That is a beamer from the bowler and it's a no ball. I'm sure, looking at the weather, the Sarpong strikers, they might opt to ball first if they want to win today's game.
Unisha Rai there hitting the shoulders of the batter Tenzin Yudin, and we could see her giving the hand as a sign of apology. I'm sure she didn't really intend the ball to go there.
Most of the batters are not being able to capitalize the free hit. A lot of no balls have been bowled in last 6 games. But the batters, they are not being able to capitalize on that. That is something the coaches have to work on. That is a license to hit. Even if you hit and get out, you will not be. That was a full toss. It's a bad swing from Tenzin. Like I was saying, the batters have to learn how to capitalize the free hit.
Yeah, but hitting, I think, isn't really in the locker for most of these players. Free hits apart, even when there are looseness. Apart from Mindu and Karmadima from the second match yesterday, I haven't really seen the batters going all out to hit the ball.
We also have Ngawang Churin and Sring Zangmo from Sarpang. They have also contributed a lot of runs for their team. Ngawang Churin scored 80 something runs in her first game. Sring Zangmo scored 50. They are one of the few players who have really executed batting department really well.
Good bowling from Unisha. That's the end of the second over. 7 for no loss.
It's a good start from Unisha.
Tejomo continuing.
That's
White ball.
another white ball. So far, Punakha Kiras have scored 7, from which 6 runs came from SAMTSE Stallions, the extras, no ball, white ball. Tenzin has decided to change the side. She's going right arm round. Will it be effective?
I think Tenzin can create a really good angle coming round the wicket. That's something that she has thought about, and it's looking like it turned out to be a good decision to come round the wicket. Let's see. There's a good ball there from Tenzin. She just needs to keep it straight. There were several shouts for LBW. Keep it straight and the wicket might just come. SAMTSE Stallions, they have to know that they don't really have much runs to play with. Only 107 runs on board. White ball.
That is a white ball. I think the tactics to win today's game is simple for both the teams. Punakha Kiras, they just have to look for single runs in every ball. Whereas for SAMTSE Stallions, you don't give extras, just keep it straight, let the batters score runs. And as we can see, the batters are not really being able to score runs here. Tenzin has faced 9 deliveries and haven't managed to score a single run. Kile has faced 6, has been able to score just a single run. So the game plan should be simple for SAMTSE Stallions as well. Just keep dot balls, they don't need wicket. Finish up 20 overs, just like the captain wanted, Sabna. The game will be theirs.
And Sonam Chodan behind the wicket is doing good job. She's getting hold of all the balls. Played on the leg side, you can see there again.
That is her 4th white ball in this over.
Looking at the ground, of course, from a distance, Doji, the Jigmethang ground, when it rains, Jigmethang literally means plains of sand. It's Jim basically. Good ball, pulled
That's a
it,
good
and
looking.
that will go all the way for a boundary. First boundary for the Punakha innings comes off the bat of Kile.
Timing was really well, and the sound that came off from the bat was brilliant.
Like I was saying, Doji, the ground, it has really a good drainage because it's all sand beneath, and the rain, how much ever heavy it rains, it seeps down really quickly, and we can get going with the cricket as soon as possible, even if it rains. But the outfield, I'm sure the grass could have trimmed a little bit more so that the outfield can become a bit quicker. What do you say, Doji?
We also had a conversation with the curator about this thing. He said that if we trim the grass, it will be much more wetter, and also the ground will not look green. The idea was to go live streaming here, and then the ground to look much greener. Hence, the curator decided not to trim the grass.
But it's not really helping the players in the ground. The ball with the grass being tall on a lot of in different portions of the ground. Keeper misses that there. Quick single taken, good thinking by the two batters. The fielders are having a difficult time. They're not really being able to judge the ball. Odd ball have been hitting the fielders as well.
That is a great observation from you, Mr. Sherab. So I think that is something that we need to come up with a solution. And after talking with the curator, the idea is to give our players a better ground for them to score runs. I think it will boost up the confidence of the batters as well. If we trim the grass and then the outfield is fast, the batters will be able to score more runs. So thank you for your observation. We'll have to talk with the tournament director and the curator.
And that's the end of the third over. 16 for no loss. We have personal masseuse here in the comment box. The coach of Sarpang, Kumar Subba, is here. Starts off with a white. Unisha Rai, Kumar Subba with his Sarpang striker side. Could be a good matchup in the second match of the day.
It's relaxing here in the commentary box to have Kumar.
Good ball there from Munisha. Sonam misses it. Another quick single taken. That will be a bye run. Will they go for the second run? No. The Kile sends Tenzin back. Could have been a risky adventure there between Tenzin and Kile. Doja, I want you to observe how Tenzin plays the ball and immediately gets back to her crease. Right, you see, and then she'll go back.
That is also what I observed in the beginning of the second innings. She's not really going back. Usually the batters after
A single or go quickly for a run, but she goes back. Would that increase chances of a run out if there was a single on offer?
definitely she will definitely be little slow. Her partner on the non-strike, she goes couple of steps
Again.
ahead.
See, then
There's a chance for a run out. And I think
has
been-
it been given? I think it has been given, and that's
out.
Tenzin walking back into the dugout. We called it, Doji. We called it that if there was a quick single on offer, that will increase, and that would put chances of run out, and that is exactly what happened. Tenzin played the ball, but she went back to her stance before going on the run, and Kile was quick off her mark, and Tenzin could not get back onto the non-strikers end for the run.
That is the first wicket down for Punakha Kiras. Unfortunate for the team. But good observation from Sherab. Just while we were talking about that, she got run out. The idea was to strike the ball and then get ready to take runs if there is any. But
Apologies, I think it was Kile that was run out, who called for the run out, and it's not Tenzin. Tenzin is at the non-striker's end.
nevertheless, the wicket has fallen. That was totally unnecessary. The runs were there on the board. They did not require such risk at this stage of the game. It was pitched short and well timed. Pull shot.
Good effort there in the deep by the fielder, but could not stop the ball in time.
She was quick on her back foot.
Boundary coming off the bat of Tenzin Eden. The ball bounces awkwardly and hits the keeper. That would have hurt, but she's showing no sign of any pain there. Sonam Chodin, the keeper, wicket keeper, she looks like a strong character. And that's the end of the fourth over. Jigmethang now on strike. Go back. Ready. And another wide ball. We are seeing a lot of extras.
I think Tenzin wants to face all the deliveries. As soon as she faces one, she's back again, ready.
Tenzin played already 13 balls already, and she's yet to get off the mark.
She's back again.
That's quite an interesting situation we're seeing here in the ground. Tenzin plays the ball, gets right back onto her stance.
If she plays whole innings, I think she'll have a back pain.
See, Tenzin still batting there.
PUNAKHA KIRAS. As we can see here, Tenzin is bending a lot. At the end of the game, I think she'll have a back pain.
I hope she doesn't. But what she has to do right now is score some runs. Played 15 balls already, 16 balls now, and is yet to score a run. Called for a single, but Tenzin is looking behind the keeper, but she will, I think, make it safely to the non-striker's end.
I think that was a leg by, or was it?
It was a leg by, hit high up on the leg.
Jimmy is on strike. She hit a beautiful boundary in the earlier over.
Tenzin Omo Pradhan with the final ball of the over. It's a quick delivery there. Took Jigme by surprise, and that's the end of the 5th over. 23 for 1. Unisha Rai will continue from the archery end.
Unisha has done an incredible job with the ball here today. She has bowled 2 overs and conceded just 5 runs. With that dot ball, Tenzin has now faced 19 deliveries and yet to score a run.
Tenzin doesn't seem interested to score any runs at all. She don't even want to run. She will play the ball and she will stay there. It's up to Jigme now. Let's see if Tenzin will go for any shots. Played 19 balls already. Tries to go for a shot there, but missing the ball entirely.
With that, 20 dot balls for Tenzin, and she's yet to score a run.
Unisha
Maybe.
should ball straight. Doji, what do you think?
Yep.
But as long as Tenzin is not scoring any runs, I'm sure they won't mind.
Dot ball is as good as wicket. There's a chance. For a run out. I think there was a comedy of errors, like Mr. Manoj usually says. There was a confusion within the batters as well as the fielders.
And again, Doji, I'll point out to the way Tenzin sets herself after playing the ball. Jigme was really shouting for the run there, but then Tenzin was just focused on getting back to her stance, and then nearly causing a run out there.
The batters have to communicate in the crease in between. They have to tell each other that they have to take each and every run that they need, and when they get as well, they have to take the risk as well. So if she continues to take all the dot balls, the game will definitely slip from their hand. The required run rate is just 4. They are going at 5. The game is with Punakha Kiras, but if Tenzin continues to face all the balls, then the fans will be disappointed.
Played it on the legs, and that will go down for a boundary. Jigme celebrating there like she scored a half century, but why not? These are crucial runs for the Punakha Kiras. I think Jigme might just be the batter scoring at a runner ball.
Tenzin is definitely strong on the leg side. They have to try and bowl on the off. Not Tenzin, my apologies, Jimmy, who has hit 2 boundaries so far.
And that's the end of the power play overs. It's 29 for 1. You can see the match summary. That's the end of the power play overs. Doji, do you think 29 runs? Do you think it's chaseable? 108 runs?
They still have 14 overs to go.
Wickets in hand?
Wickets in hand. So yes, as long as Jimmy is there, which he's hitting, the game is still with Punakha Kiras. But Jimmy has to take the responsibility and bring Tenzin to off strike. We cannot risk Jimmy facing all the deliveries and not Jimmy, Tenzin. It's got quite confusing here.
The way Tenzin Uden is batting right now made me remember Rahul Dravid that one time in Australia where he faced some 40 odd deliveries before he got off the mark, and the crowd in Australia stood up and clapped, cheered for Rahul Dravid as if he scored a century. And maybe we will have to clap for Tenzin when she gets off the mark.
We will have to conduct a test match for Tenzin after this tournament.
If it was a test match, this is turning out to be a brilliant innings from Tenzin.
She's not giving her wicket.
Runs eluding Tenzin, and the bowlers giving away white balls after white balls. This is the 4th white ball of the over. Sapna Rai not really finding her rhythm. That will be the 5th white ball of the over. Maybe Sapna should change the angle and come round the wicket.
It's fifth consecutive white balls. The captain is not having a great day here with the ball.
I think Sapna got a a message. She now is coming around the wicket, and that might as well be Tenzin's first run off the bat.
Welcome to Jigmethang Cricket Ground, Tenzin.
So we might have to clap for that. Tenzin gets off the mark on her 21st ball that she faced in the innings. She will be happy that now she won't go back to the dugout without scoring any runs. Alright then, Jigme on strike. Will Jigme go for a big shot? No.
Jigme is striking the ball really well towards the leg side, so the bowlers have to be mindful and keep it on the off.
Like Sapna Rai did just now. Lefty Sapna. Beautiful ball there, chance for a catch. Falling a bit short of the full fielder there.
Gopi.
He left it.
That's a different run-up from Sapna, the left-armer. I don't understand how she's being able to bowl from there. That is her 4th consecutive dot balls.
That after giving away 5 wide balls in the over. Wicket. Good ball there from Sapna Rai to end the over. And that's at the end of 7 overs, it's 35 for 1.
Just to give an update so far, PUNAKHA KIRAS, they have managed to score just 35 runs after 7 overs. They have lost 1 wicket. The batter on the crease is Jimmy and Tenzin, who is batting at 8 and 1. PUNAKHA KIRAS, they need 73 more runs from 78 balls. They still have a chance. The game can go both ways. It entirely depends on how they execute, the fielder and the batters. And in the commentary box, we are joined here by Mr. Manoj.
Well, thank you, Kiko. As I came in, call it a commentator's curse. That's a big appeal. Will that be given? I think it's given. It's out. So that will be end of Tenzin. If I'm not mistaken, the new batter will stay, but Tenzin will be run out after playing 21 balls and making just 1 run. Thank you for the warm welcome to Kiko, but not such a warm welcome for PUNAKHA KIRAS. With me coming in, I think it's a bad omen. They lose their 2nd wicket. That too Tenzin, who batted for so long.
I was looking forward to see some more of batting from Tenzin. She finally started scoring runs, but
well, as we see there in the screen, the hydration partner Bhutan Agro Industry have sponsored the drinks, not only water, the juice and all that we have here. Thanks to them, our players are hydrated and they needed much needed hydration because it had been a long time Tenzin was inside. So with Sun playing hide and seek right now, the Sun has come out very strong, and these are the juice and all that they have sponsored. Thank you so much to Bhutan Agro, the hydration partner, and Shirav is handing me this as well, Bhutan Spring. Thank you so much. If not for you, we would all have been a cactus here in Jigmethang, saving water inside, but thanks to you, Ismita Rai turns out to be one of the important bowlers because she got her first wicket, not her wicket, but a run out for the team. But she, just like other bowlers, decides to drift a little bit down the leg. And we see there dancing umpire getting the attention of the scorer. They are not looking at him and he's still waiting Finally, he gets the green light and the red flag. Flag, red flag, just like Squid Games. Surviving right now. We see the dancing umpire there. Played it off her pads straight to the fielder. No runs there.
I think we need energy drinks from our hydration partner for our umpires.
Well, our umpire, Ugendoji, being from Gelifu, I think this hit is nothing to him. He is used to standing into hit that is maybe into 2, into 3. Like the spice noodles that we like into 2, into 3. I think he loves more hit and he's dancing there. Instead of shouting, he's like dancing and getting the attention. I don't have the scorer, but he definitely got the attention of the commentators here in the box. That was another dot ball from Ishmita.
Smita. She has interesting run-up and the bowling action as well. But she's stopping right there after delivering the ball.
Yeah, because why I see, if you see properly, she's running like a left-hander. Just see her run up. And suddenly she switches, not like the captain herself, but look at her right now, if you can see. She runs like a left-hander, as if the ball is her. Then she changes to her right arm action. Then that is what is affecting. See, right there. Then it's stopping her thing. It's a dead ball. I don't know for what. For what reason it was called dead ball.
Her bowling action is similar to that Sohil Tanvir.
Yeah.
Almost the same. Just check.
But it's for a batsman, it's always difficult to pick up such a ball. Yeah. Flighted ball this time. She's definitely bowling well. Except that one wide, she has been bang on her money right now.
To all the young kids watching from home, especially the pace bowlers, as we can see here, Smita is bowling and stopping right there at the crease. That is not recommended. See, she's stopping right there. It is not recommended. The chances of getting injured on your back is really high. As a pace bowler, you have to move forward, go through to your follow through, and then slowly stop the motion.
Well, that was definitely a bad ball. Full toss dispatched away to the boundary by Namge. That will be her first 4 and the second 4 for team Punakha Kiras. At the end of 8 overs, Punakha Kiras 40 for 2.
5.67. Initially the required run rate was 5. Now the required run rate has gone up to 5.67. So the batters have to do something. The pressure will mount later in the game.
Well, that something would be boundaries. Because that is what is not happening right now. Yes, the first ball, the ball just before this was hit for 4. But I think captain here has a different plan. Just like that, she's making life difficult for batter there to get any bat on ball. Sapna with one of the most orthodox kind of run-up, I would say. Left arm over the wicket, but she runs as if like she's a right-hander and switches to left-hander. Just see if you can get that on screen. There she changes and goes on to her left. It's not easy bowling that. You tend to lose the rhythm, not only rhythm, even the back foot landing is awkward. You have been coach of SAMTSE, right? You were the district coach. Did you see such kind of ball? Or maybe Sapna, did she play from there? What do you say
I have never.
as a coach? Such kind of action.
I was there in SAMTSE for 2 years, but I have never seen any of the players in the last 2 years. These players are all the products of Ramesh Subba. He's the one who have trained them, who have introduced cricket in their life. He's the one who have brought them here. So the credit entirely goes to Ramesh. During my time, not a single girls were interested in cricket. But over the past 2 years, since I came here in the head office, Ramesh, that was a direct hit from the fielder. Ramesh Subba has done an incredible job bringing in girls to play cricket here in Thimphu.
Well, talking about Ramesh Shubha, he himself is a left-arm orthodox bowler, and Sapna is the same kind of bowler. Now, my question is, did he try and correct her run-up? Because this is definitely not, because she's losing everything, the spin, the revolution, everything she's losing. It's right there. And she's just tossing the ball up. Sorry, I take back my word, because as I was talking, it's difficult to bowl. I think it's difficult to read her with that thing. She clean bowls Namge after having made only 4 runs for the team. Grace the much needed breakthrough, Sapna, and even she is smiling there on the screen with her hand on her forehead. So Kiko, did that run up work, or was it her ball that was flighted?
I think that was the flighted delivery from her. Of course, like you said, there was a lot of things are missing in her bowling action and run up. Ramesh can do a better job in correcting her, but the end result is good. She got a wicket for herself and for the team. But yeah, Sapna stays in Thimphu, plays in Thimphu. Ramesh did not really have much time to train her, but he can be her coach. Like she said, she did not have a coach in her life. He can be that coach she needed desperately. He can make some changes in her bowling action, bowling run up. She can be really effective if she is guided properly.
Well, like you correctly mentioned, he himself is a left-hander batter and a left-handed bowler. So who better than him to coach her, because she desperately needs. She definitely has interest and everything we can see. Just there, she drifts down the leg and is wide. Not only her bowling, even her batting was unorthodox, I would say, because we found it quite different, the grip. But she made runs, yes, that is what counts at the end. But if she wants to play long cricket from here on, and she wants to get into the national squad, I think this is the time she corrects herself, because she has played in the highest standard now. Now this is the time for her, just like that, bit wide.
There's a chance for a run out.
If it was direct hit, that would have been the end of Jigme, I would say, but they missed. So, but talking about Sapna here, it's all about Sapna. She batted, she's the captain, she's bowling. So please pardon us if we're talking a lot about Sapna, but we have to talk about her, because
Sapna will have Sapna later while sleeping.
well, I hope it's a good Sapna and not a bad one, because they need to win this to move on and to have a strong foothold in the tournament ahead. Well, that definitely hit the bat, and I think it struck her helmet. Yep, it's definitely checking it, and that will be the end of Sapna Rai's second over, and end of 9 overs. PUNAKHA KIRAS 44 for 3.
The pressure is definitely mounting in the dugout. The batters are not looking for a single run. They are just trying to hit, resulting in a dot ball. The batters have to understand and realize that they don't need boundaries. They just need a single run. Keep the scoreboard ticking, rotate the strikes, and in a way it will also give pressure to the fielding side, where they will end up giving extras. The game is simple. They just have to know how to execute it.
Sapna, they are talking to her bowler Smita. Smita has been the peak of the bowler for me, because she is the only one who has reduced a lot on the white ball. Let's see what she can do in her second over. Gets a bottom edge down to the short third. Will be an easy single. We see that SAMTSE Stallions are enjoying in the field. They're backing each other, they're cheering each other up, they're encouraging whenever someone is bowling wide. That is what is required in a game of cricket. If you go down, one person goes down, everyone goes down. And it also is a big part of a wicket keeper to keep on cheering, keep on keeping everyone on the toes. With balls like that, dot ball, straight to the fielder. They try a cheeky run, but it misses the stump, and it will be 1 overthrow runs to them. It's happening all out there. They're trying to get the run out. They're trying to go for the kill, but they're not finding the stumps and giving extra unnecessary runs. Halfway there, they need another 60 or odd, but they have wickets in hand. Eco. There's a big appeal. That's definitely missing leg stump. If you were the coach right now, let's assume you're the coach of Punakha Kiras right now, after 10 overs with 7 wickets in hand, what would be your message or your tactics in such a run chase?
Although we have 7 wickets in hand, I would advise my players to look for single runs in each and every ball. When the batters try to hit the ball really hard, that is where they lose their wicket. I don't want that to happen. Losing a wicket will only give the pressure to the team. I would advise these 2 batters to keep rotating the strikes in each and every ball. The fielders will definitely make mistakes similar to one right now. The runs will keep coming and the pressure will go back towards the SAMTSE Stallions. That is how the game of cricket should be played. So that would be my advice to the players.
Well, correctly mentioned, minimizing dot balls. That is what I heard that time while you were conversing with Sherab. A dot ball is as good as a wicket-taking ball in such a run chase. Batter definitely looks not ready. She is asking for water. Or is she injured? Something is wrong. I think she's tired. She's asking for the water.
She has covered up all the stumps. I think she is staying outside off stump.
From this angle, yes, definitely. Good spotting there. What that does is she's running towards the water. I think we need more hydration partner next time around, because the waters that we have right now is not sufficient. And those are the national superstars, Coach Kilebida and Papu and Ngawang, the current squad of thing. Yes, we are fighting in the field, but outside the field we are friends. You can see with the bright smile from Papu there, she's cracking a joke and she's loving it. She's even dancing there. Well, this is what this tournament is all about, is cricket. Yes, at the same time we are enjoying the friendship. Coach Kilebida there trying to support her Punakha Kiras, at the same time having a laugh because they will be locking horns in the afternoon. Captain, I beg your pardon, umpire Subhas Lama brings the much needed hydration for the umpires. Umpire Doji Lode first needs to take off his mask. Yes, he does there. He's always seen with a mask. He's a person with ethics and rules. He believes in prevention is better than cure. He doesn't want the ongoing flu, the seasonal flu right now. And the keeper there, and this is the audience out here who have come to support. We have officials, we have everyone who has come to support cricket in a beautiful Sunday, beautiful sunlight. Good to get your tan in, you're good to get your vitamin D's in. And there we are, not getting so much of vitamin D, but getting a lot of cricketing stories. What do you say?
Yep. And as you can see behind us is the team of Sarpang. They are ready for the next game. I think they are lining up for some photo session or TikTok. Yep.
Well, they're dancing.
They are ready for some TikToks.
Well, we saw them, they were dancing when the rain came. They are dancing right now. Good focus there by our cameraman, no other than Sherab, focusing on their dance. Back to Sapna and her white balls. She also looks tired. Yeah, she's just warming up right now. Well, we had to censor ourselves because Kiko had a punchline which we can't bring to you on air. But yes, he is a mischievous man. He always has double meaning jokes. And just like that, another dot ball. Captain Sapna wants to win it. Then 60 from 60 ball. A runner ball will do, but Sapna is not making life easier for batters there. Sheldon, Choki and Jimmy definitely struggling out there. Sapna again going wide, flighting the ball, swept this time. Down to the cow corner, we say. Will only be 1 run. We can see the beautiful sponsors, billboard back there, ICC, BTCL, the title sponsor BTCL. This time a flighted ball, will it be taken? It lands in no man land and will only be another 1 run. I think they got your message, Kiko. They are now minimizing dot ball and at least taking singles and also getting wide balls. So yes, I think you got that correct.
That is what they have to do if they want to win the game. They cannot afford to take dot balls or give wickets. Runs will come like this. The fielders will contribute. That is for sure. They just have to look for single runs. Keep rotating the strikes. The pressure will definitely be there for SAMTSE. And SAMTSE, they have to do the same as well. Give dot ball as many dot balls as possible. They don't need a wicket, just a dot ball. And the pressure will be there. The batters will try to do something. They will get wickets. And that is how it should be played today. Wow, our 3 national players from Sarpang. One of them is Sanjay, one of them is Ria, and the other one is Anjali.
And talking about Anjali, Sapna gets the same kind of wicket like Anjali is known for. Clean bowl is Sheldon Choki there. She could not read that ball. It was slightly like an arm ball, more like an arm ball because she was fighting the ball, all the balls before this, but that one kept low and it was bit quicker. Gets the timber of Sheldon Choki, does Sapna.
Sapna has struck again. She has contributed both with the runs and with the ball. With that wicket, I'm sure Punakha Kiras, they are going through a lot of pressure here. A lot of things will be going on in the mind of its batters. Now, the batters have to give an extra effort here. Jimmy Chodin, she is batting at 10. She has hit 2 boundaries. She has to take the charge now for the team.
Kiko, I would like to ask you one question. The question is, how important are the bats that they are playing with right now? I can see there, SF. You have played a lot of cricket in your life. So how important are a cricket bat?
It is very important to have a good cricket bat while batting, while playing. Because the bats there, some of them are using is of low quality bats. It is affecting their power. If we have a good bat which has been pre-knocked, which has been knocked really well, you just have to time the ball. The ball will go towards the boundary itself. But if you have the bat of low quality, you will have to put in extra effort, put in extra power, which we don't see right now. So yes, it is very important for all the players to have a good bat in their hand.
So what you are telling me is, if someone gets caught at mid-off, and if you have a better bat, that ball would have easily cleared the mid-off's head. That's what you're trying to tell me, right?
Yes, but it also depends on the power the batter is hitting with. But all in all, yes, the bat has to be of good quality.
And that would be, I think, the catch of the match. With the young wicketkeeper running in and calling, that's my ball, and takes a beautiful catch. I think now, well, the runs are piling up. The run rate is going up. They are losing wicket and it is not doing them any good. There we see the batter going back. But SAMTSE are getting even more louder in the field now with every wicket that they are getting.
Jimmy departs after scoring 10 valuable runs. She hit 2 boundaries towards the square leg, but the powerhouse of Punakha Kiras departs. With that wicket, half of the team has departed. They still have 5 wickets in hand and a lot of runs to be scored.
Well, for any new batter going in, like she's walking right now, what goes in the mind if you can highlight on that? Let's say you are coming in this situation, what's going in your mind? You need just 4 run rate, 4.66, okay, let's say 6.34, but you have already lost 5 wickets.
She's not even taking her guard there. But given the situation, I think she is... I'm sure a lot of things are going on in her mind, but had that batter been me, my first priority would be to give the strike to the batter who has already been there. Ishe, Jimmy.
Well, but to do
Jimmy's-
that, she should have talked with her before she went on to take thing, right? I don't see any communication. Not only this match, but this entire tournament. Very few people talking among themselves. When they hit 4 years, they're all boom, boom, all that. But when they're getting bogged down, there's no communication.
That is something the players
Communication is key. See, you have to trust the other partner at the end. And they have seen at least 17 balls more than you, right? So you ask, what's happening? How is the pitch reacting? I think that should be the communication the coach should focus.
not taken. Sapna was little slow,
At it for almost 1 hour.
but
She
wants
bowled
to-
almost 4 overs, right, Kiko?
Yes, but she wants to win today's game and start off the tournament with first win. They lost their first match. They want to make 1 win under their name. But if Unisha balls like that, I'm afraid
Onisa is going to have a bad sapna tonight.
Punakha Kiras, and that is the coach of SAMTSE Stallion. I'm sure he's happy today.
What's happened to umpire there? He's bending down and doing something in his tummy. I don't know, something has got in. A dragonfly. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Or is he adjusting his mic?
It's my-
Not sure. Or has he? I don't know what he's looking at right now. But something is definitely inside umpire Ugen Doji's shirt right now. And umpire Dojilode is least bothered. What's there inside? No, there's definitely something. There's first aid going in. We have no first aid for someone. It's all. I don't know. Sorry, we are not able to. He's putting off his shirt inside the pant, so definitely something got inside his shirt. It looks like. Umpire again, I think it was the dance that you did. Even the Bugs were so impressed. They want to check you out. Where do you get all that energy from? Umpire again there. Okay, he looks all good and I think ready for another dance move. That is our sponsor, Design Space. They are one of the proud sponsor of this Women T20 Smash. BTCL another and Ace. They are sponsoring the player of the match. And that's Design Space again, simply professional. They are an architect firm. If you have any designing works to be done, if you are building your house, do contact them. They are professional. They have also been awarded the historic work to design the Rama ground in Bhutan under Bhutan Cricket and the Government of India funding. It's a big thing, and they will be making the monumental ground. To cover more on that ground, maybe if you can shed some light, Doji Khando, you have been the person handling everything there from Bhutan Cricket.
Good news for all the Bhutanese players and the Bhutanese. The new international stadium is coming up for Bhutan Cricket and Shooting Federation.
Balls moving around doesn't mean you run like that, Pema L, or maybe he share, but I think it's jersey number 25. That's definitely Dawazam, the captain. Well, it is what it is, but they run themselves out when they could not afford. So 51 more runs needed from 50. If you could continue on the Rama ground, international ground that's coming up, Kiko.
There's a new international cricket stadium. There's a new international cricket stadium coming up in Ramtokto in the Changgewak. It's a good news for all the cricket players and for the Bhutanese people in our country. If we successfully manage to build that stadium, it will be one of the highest altitude stadium in the world. Right now Dharamshala Cricket Stadium in India holds that position, but if we successfully build this stadium, Bhutan will be known to the world to have one of the highest place for the cricketers to learn and grow.
Beautifully highlighted there by our very own Kiko. In a nutshell, he is trying to say exciting times ahead for everyone involved in cricket. Do look out for it. It's going to be one of the project. Oh, that was definitely a catch. One-handed effort. And one more run out, is it? Yes, another headless chicken running in the pitch right now. That is definitely Hishe this time. They are running themselves out just like Paro Blazers did themselves in their first match. They can't afford to do this. Only 51 runs needed is highly possible, but they are making it difficult for themselves.
Run out after run out. What is happening with Punakha Kiras? That is what the pressure does. A lot of pressure going on. In the mind of the lot of pressure going on in the mind of the players of Punakha Kiras, and the pressure is making them give their wickets easily. A lot of runouts happened in last few overs. That is what the pressure does. As a coach, you have to be able to train our players how to handle the pressure, what they should do in these situations.
Captain is back for the one last time. Our fourth over. That was definitely wide, but the batter gets some bat on it and it's not a wide ball. Definitely a discussion between Sapna and I think that looks like Gopi. They are, I think, coming up with a plan to how to wrap up the last 3 wickets so that they get to the tail enders. Played it down to the short and there's a misfield. Will they take second run? Yes, someone is running. Again, headless chickens everywhere. In a run out. We went off for a while because it's already 12:30 and we have only bowled 12 overs. So that's the concern shared here by Kiko. He's highlighting their way too short than their over rate. Well, we have to wait and see. I think the new rule says if you are short by 3 overs, 3 fielders has to be inside in last 5. I'm not too sure if that's the playing condition or the rule that will be applied here in women's T20 smash, but have to wait and see.
As per the tournament guidelines that was circulated to the managers and to the tournament officials, the first match should have ended at 12:30, but so far only 12 overs have been bowled. We will have to wait and see if the tournament director and the match referees come in together, do something about it, come to a conclusion, or will they be continuing the game and push the second game forward?
Well, definitely it's a matter of concern because especially with the clouds that's gathering above Jigmethang right now, it's going to be difficult asks in the afternoon if they don't wrap up this game fast. And it's not only about wrapping up the game. Look at the view there, beautiful view, but look at the clouds coming behind those mountains. I'm telling you, we have to be wary of that. Back in action there, up in the air. Unless they get them all out, I think they're going to be in a trouble. And one more out, I guess, but the backing up bowler could not gather the ball, else that would have been end of another Parukira batters. So what it does is now the toss gets delayed, the post-match presentation gets delayed, and everything gets delayed. So it will be interesting to see how our tournament director Ashok handles this situation.
I'm sure the coach and the manager of Sarpang Strikers, they are really worried about it, because if the rain comes and if the match gets abandoned, they will be disappointed. The points will be shared,
Well,
and I'm sure they are confident that if they play, if the match is being conducted, they will win it. But if the rain delays it and abandons the game, the points will be shared, and it will be disappointing for them.
and who will be to blame? A beautiful diving. I think that will go down if it's taken and given the catch of the tournament. I'm telling you, this little girl, the way she started after seeing the ball in the air, if only we had replay, she was so quick. She was lightning quick. She put her gloves under it. And me being a wicketkeeper, I'm telling you, it's not easy to take such catches. Hats off to the young wicketkeeper. Now they only have one wicket left. They can wrap it up within 14 overs and still get the second match on.
Good news for Sarpang Strikers, but that was a brilliant catch taken by the keeper. That is her second catch. The other catch was also taken wonderfully by the keeper. This is her second, I think, catch of the match for today. She deserves it.
Catch of the tournament, I would say. I didn't see anyone in the 4 days that we have played. And look at the clouds there. Beautiful capture by the cameraman there. This is the cloud that we are talking about, that everyone should be concerned here. Right now, it's good, but later on, if becomes dark, then it's the problem. Appeal from there, that definitely pitched outside leg stump, but as we are talking about, they are bowling lots of white balls and extras. If only we can have the stats of how many extras they have bowled, especially the white balls, that has stretched the game to this point, I would say. Well taken. So Kiko, you just had a word with the match referee right now. What's the message there?
The tournament director said that there is nothing to worry about. We are according to the time. He said that 15 minutes extra was kept there for all the matches.
Tournament director there standing just next to us. So sir, just confirm that. If you could repeat again, Kiko. No issues, right?
The tournament director said that we are on time. The 15 minutes extra was given to all the matches just in for the situations like this. So he's here, tournament director. To all
Ashok.
the fans of Sarpang Strikers, don't worry about it. We are on time. The match will be played on time. I'm sure the most of the young players from Gelufu, they are desperately waiting for the next game.
Yes, you're bang on your money again. But white ball is what is prolonging this game and the inning. Again a white ball. New bowler comes in still. Her action, I was talking the other day. She raises it twice, her hand. Just see in the next ball. A diving effort, not able to stop that. She raises her hand twice as if signaling, hey, I'm coming for you. Twice, up, up, then she bowls.
Reminder again.
Reminder again. And I also remember mentioning this in her first match. More like Lagan bowler. Distracting the batter on run up. Legally though, not illegally. We had a shot of clouds there. These are the cloud that's going to decide the afternoon's match. Get played straight back to the bowler. If they turn black or dark, they will be bringing down showers, and Samir and his team will be running with those ground covers all over. It's coming behind the peak right now, but we never know when it will come down. There's sunshine at the moment, and it might rain at the same time. We might just see a rainbow today here at Jigmethang. We never know. A play. Enemies, uh, very polite appeal. Just asking, hey umpire,
Is that out?
is that out?
Should I do better?
Yes. Now you can see the run up of the young bowler. Just see how she runs in. 1, 2.
I'm coming. Here's the reminder. Out you go.
Please cover that again, Kiko, for me.
Let her come again.
Just see, 1, 2. If there were crowds, I'm sure here in Jigmethang, they would have said 1, 2 all together at once. Because she wanted to ball wide. If she raises her hand twice, just see, she balls straight. Mark my word. I think slippery there. I see her, or maybe her palms are sweaty.
That is her routine, bowling routine, I think.
Illegal. Oops, my bad. That was way off the pitch in our language.
Delivery.
And we have dancers there, TikTokers dancing. They have even got in a young guy there from CAE and the dancers there. TikTok dance. Even Ngawang trying to get a bit of it, holding on to the pole. Maybe she's trying some pole dance on her own. we never know. But back on the field, we have a dancing bowler herself. Sapna Rai. 1. Only 1 this time. Maybe a variation in the run-up. We never know. This is interesting. The most weirdest of run-up or the action during your playing career? Their coach Raj getting some tips from Sarvang.
I've seen quite a lot of players with weird run-ups. I don't actually remember the name, but I have seen a couple of the players. So, but they did do a good job with the bowling. The coaches have to do something about their run-ups, their bowling stance, and all in all, everything. The players are young. They have different action, different run-up. It is little different.
Can I name one? And you tell me if I'm correct.
Yes.
Shaba, Dilip Subba. What
Oh.
about his action?
He was one of the most dangerous. bowlers. And the line in length he used to bowl.
And clean bowled. They do not have to worry. Kudos to the SAMTSE Stallions for winning their first ever match here at the key BTCL.